Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, left.
Okay. And if you were to take and give yourself a number of how much grief there is on it in your left eye, as you look at it just with your left eye, what number would it be? A high number?
7.
A 7. And what I want you to do is we're going to preserve all the positive learnings, and we understand that this pain is real, and we understand that it happened, but we're just going to start to file away the memory, and we're going to start taking that pain, and we're going to just start pulling it out. And you're going to put it in a treasure chest, and you're just going to keep pulling it out. Now, as you do this, you're going to preserve all the positive learnings, and now you're going to switch eyes, and you're deliberately just going to look through only one eye, which now is what, the right eye?
Yeah.
All right, now tell me what number all that is, the pain and the anguish.
Oh, I wasn't actually sure what number, but it's pretty low.
Very good, but you can tell the difference between the two eyes, the number. So we're going to take this low number, we're going to take this low number, and we're going to say, I accept this. And then you're going to take any remaining, so if it's a low number, and which say they're telling me it's like a 3, then I want you to just take out the remaining pain, anguish, grief. Because remember, yes, it happened, we're filing that memory away, and we're just going to take the pain out. We're going to take the pain out so that if whatever joy's there, you're going to be able to have. So just keep taking the pain out, and as you do that now, you're going to switch to the left eye, and you're going to look through the left eye only at the same experiences. And what number do you have now?
Probably like a 2 or 3 now.
Now, isn't that much different than what you had?
Yes, it is.
Now, your body is actually now realizing that it can let go, and then the nerves and everything can start to relax. You don't have to have this inflamed environment. So we're going to start to preserve all the positive learnings. And again, we're just going to keep pulling it out, pulling it out. When you think about the grief of not having the piano, it's probably out in front of you, or is it inside of you that you can't play the piano?
What do you mean by that?
Like when you think back. When you think back.
Okay.
When you think
When I
back.
think back.
When you think back to when you were a little girl.
Okay.
And you think back about how you weren't allowed to. I want you to tell me, is the picture of that in front of you or inside of you?
In front of me.
Okay, now how about if we take and we move that and make it really small and put it in the treasure chest? Just start moving it away and put it in the treasure chest.
Okay.
Okay, and as you start to do this, now I want you to allow yourself to realize that yes, you have an opportunity to do whatever you need to do and however you want to do it, but you can take and remove the pain. We're not taking away the memory, we're just taking away the pain. But we're moving the picture away.
Okay.
Now you're going to take and allow yourself to switch, and you're going to look through with, was it the right eye now? And I want you to look through the right eye, and I want you to look at all the grief that you had and all of the pain and all the anguish. And is there any number left on it?
No.
Now, I want you to notice that. We're going to claim that and say thank you, and you're going to start to preserve all the positive learnings, and then you're going to switch back to the left, and you're going to look through the left eye and see if there's any pain left, any grief left. Is it all gone?
Nothing there either. Wow.
Okay, so what you're going to do is that your body, when you start to have pain in your knee, I want you to start to take the pain out and put it in the treasure chest. Pull it out of your body, just like you did with your eyes. Okay?
Okay.
And when you do that, you're going to like switch knees and notice, oh, the one knee feels good, the other knee feels sore. Okay, you're going to keep doing the number and the color, and you're going to keep doing that. And then what's going to happen is your body's going to say, oh, I don't have to store that anymore. And that's what we just told your brain, is that you've resolved it. You closed the case on it. You don't need to carry this anymore. So hopefully you'll allow the rest of your body to heal. Jen has something for you.
I pulled one of the Ascended Master cards that will be with you now that you've done this healing and moving forward in your life is Lakshmi. That's and I'll type this in the chat room. She's a Hindu goddess, and it's about the flow of prosperity. So there will be new avenues of prosperity, whether with health or finances or whatever is happening in your life. But she is with you now in this new chapter.
You're breaking up quite a bit. I can't understand.
Okay, I'm gonna type her name into the chat room.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just about done here. My husband found a card, and it says the spirit of place. Its authenticity is the essence of power. So just be authentic to yourself and to honor yourself. So it's a good thing you called in, because that's one way that you've honored yourself. And I really feel that you were guided to be here today, and I feel it could have been from that young soul that you were carrying for such a long time. I really feel that you were like, okay, this is it, I've got to find answers, and it was a determination, and I feel like you were guided.
No, exactly. That's what I've been feeling, because I've held it in for 22 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. All right, you can get,
Yeah, it is.
you go and heal and do what you can, and then report back to us. And remember, we're on many times throughout the week on Sepia Radio or Blog Talk. So if you would need us again, give us a call.
I've been at your show before, and you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh,
All right,
thank you. Thank you
Stay
for calling.
blessed, dear.
Thank you.
We just wanted to say that Pam, that last caller, she says, wow, I feel so much better now, and I really appreciate that. And the Nocturne says, good stuff works. Oh, good, the stuff works. I do it when I wake up, when I go to bed, and many times during the day. So that is very good. Thank you for sharing that. We would like to take the caller 913 and just hit the mic, and we'll go from there.
Okay, you're on the air.
Hi, you're on the air with Brenda, Jen, and Scott. I can barely hear you, dear.
Hello?
You've been at the lake and you've been up all night? What would you like from us? Yes. I'm sorry, your words are breaking up terribly. Are you in the chat room at all? Because we barely can hear what you're saying, and I don't know if you said you wanted a general reading or not. Still, the words are breaking up.
Have her call back.
Is there a way you can call back and maybe it might come out better?
It sounds like they're talking to somebody else.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to do a reading for 913. What I'm hearing is our voices, so can you turn the radio down? I'm sorry, we're going to keep trying to, and I don't know. I'm going to do a reading for you anyway. If you want to call back, that's fine. So just listen in. Like I said, we're
We
not
cannot
picking
hear you
up
right now.
nothing.
We cannot understand what you're saying.
So, okay, so I'm going to do a general reading for 913, and I'm sorry, I don't understand what happens to this mic
It's
thing.
all broke up and everything. We can't understand.
So, here we go. And what it is first we're going to take in consideration that she's not being heard. She can't speak her voice. That is a common factor, I guess, in her world. I feel like she could talk and tell people, but I don't know if they listen. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Do you know what it reminds me of is an episode of the TV show Seinfeld, back in the day. There was this this character they had was a low talker. And this person was really, really expressing themselves, but they would come out and talk very quiet.
Even though they were exerting their voice.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but I just feel like, I don't know, we're going to draw a card because I'm really feeling funny in my head here. I'm going to look at something to do with relationships, and I'm not sure why, but it has to do with relationships, and I'm going to find out what it is. Freeing yourself from certain particular people. And what is that referring to? So that you'd be able to express your love much better. So there's a pattern. So she draws people near her. So the attraction factor of why she's attracting certain people into her space. And one of the things that occurs when she attracts them in is that she visually sees them, you know, they could be embarrassed by her or what she does. I feel the word shame comes up. Now, I don't know if they see her that way or if that's what makes her spark to speak back. It's a very subtle thing from what I'm seeing, but it feels like she has to create people to come in her space that actually stop her from expressing her love the way she wants. And she's got to take back control, and it feels like a real old issue, about 3 years old. And it really affects the right and wrong, and they are showing me you looking and talking and pointing your finger and really noticing that you got something to compare it to, the right and wrong. Me and Jen were talking about that when little kids are told not to tattle. The reason they tattletale was simply why?
Well, there's, I think, a couple reasons. In my instance, there was something legitimately happening that I needed help from adult, and it was interpreted as tattletaling. The other situation is when kids see they're told these right and wrong, black and white answers, and that this is how you're supposed to behave. So if they see somebody not following those rules that they've been told, then that's another form of why they would be tattletaling.
True. It's funny is I grabbed another card, I shuffled all the deck again, and I said, okay, so why is it that me and her are unable to communicate? And it says that there is a part of her that feels like she's not free. And so it sounds like
It sits in it sits right, it weighs heavily on her heart.
well, and it's doing her best to reach out and to talk, and no matter what, it just got grambled and grovelled, and it suppresses who she is. I just really feel no matter what, no matter how much she talks, it just feels very suppressed. And everybody's tonight is their dreams. Their dreams are just basically being squashed, put on hold, and
Well, this one,
just these carrot sticks all of a sudden. I don't
there's
know why.
because you're you have to be
Oh,
baited.
you're being baited. Yeah, it's
Follow
the carrot stick.
yeah. There's
Of
a
course. Yeah.
so there's a major disruption in this person's life as far as their success and achievement of goals. But it could be in the financial realm, it could be in the emotional realm. It's a so things can't be attained. It's like, and so things are just out of reach. That's the
why
carrot.
she can't talk.
That's the carrot thing, because they're just out of reach.
Wow. Okay. So we don't usually let people go unless we help them. And is there anything that this person needs to heal?
Do we want to try again to see if we can hear any better?
Just let me finish this.
Okay.
What does she need to do as far as to heal? It's the dogma. It's the same crap, different day. It's the rules to which she is told that she has to live by, and she says, I have a voice. Wow, the picture is of the woman. Oh my God, it was a movie by, oh, I know him too. Why can't, it's just completely slipped. It had to do with divorced. Oh my gosh, it was a full cast character with Janet Jackson, all these couples, and being, some were married and they went always to a retreat far away, and I can't remember the name of the woman. Anyway, she always had she was very tough and gruff towards her husband, and basically told him what to do all the time. And they're showing me the picture of her, and I'm not sure why, but I do see, I keep seeing that. I keep seeing her, and she's talking and talking and talking, and I think maybe just like one thing she had to learn was to just sit down and shut up and listen to him, because he loves her, but he wants to feel like he has his balls back. I have no idea.
Being emasculated.
Yeah, and I have no idea how this applies to her, but that is the picture I'm seeing. So, you can try it again, but we'll hit your mic again and see if it's cleared up at all. Alright. Can you hear me?
She's driving